Hey, hey guys, I'm just moving myself back out into the living room here. Just give me a second, alright? I'm just gonna do it in the bedroom. I think this is more laid out this way. 1 second. Oh crap, just 1 minute. Hey, hey Kim. Is that you, Kim? I'm doing awesome. Really, really awesome. Thank you for showing up. That's awesome. Just 1 minute. I'm trying to get all situated here, right? How to get the computer all set up here. Hey, sweet. It's my, yeah, things are really awesome. Hey, welcome to the stream, guys. Don't forget to share the stream and everywhere. Bring more people into the stream. Alright, 1 second. Channel. Hey, DPG, how are you doing, bud? Thank you for sharing the stream. Just trying to get my chat up here so I can see it bigger on my monitor here. Alright. What am I doing there? Nope, that's not right. Hold on. Oh, what the heck? What's going on there? 1 second. Oh, crap, guys. No, that's not what I want. Not what I want. I want this one. Nope. No, that's not what I want. Hold on. That's what I want. There, that's better. That's good to hear you're doing good, DPG. Weekend's great. I've had a few days off. I'm gonna go help my sponsor tomorrow at his on his property, on his cleaning out his shed, and probably helping with the kennels. Hey there, welcome to Scott's Thoughts channel. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to share the stream and on all the social medias with everyone. How's everyone doing? I was on another stream and another someone was had another recovery channel, and I wanted to make sure that I came on here if anyone else needed to just keep come and chill and talk and have a safe place just to be. Hey, welcome. Paint night the other night, finding new ways to move the energy between new creative avenues and using Carrot app for walking and doing chakra work. Change is coming. Yeah, change is coming. So yeah, Kim, this my channel is all about my life in recovery and like stuff I learned and life skills, stuff like that. Other topics, people want to talk about anything that's going on the planet. News, what's going on. So yeah, things are really good. I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe and warm. And so yeah, what's going on in your worlds? And learning how to be just keep more interactive and stuff like that, and it's cool. So yeah, so if anyone, I have my Patreon account, on my links to my Patreon account and my PayPal down there for making donations to the channel is are also down there as well too. So yeah, if you want to make a donation to the channel, I don't have super chat yet. I'm still a smaller channel, so you can make a donation through PayPal or become a Patreon. You can make a small donation I have it every set for every month. So if you're able to do that, if it's within your means, then that would be greatly appreciated. I'm also a published author, so I would put a lot of that money also towards getting more of my books published. I have my first two books here. Patches the Penguin and Oscar the Owl. The links are down there in the description as well. I'm talking to my publisher again about my next book, Myrtle the Turtle, and my next book's about a little turtle with special needs. So, yeah, so any support would be greatly appreciated, and that would be super awesome. But only if it's within your means, and yeah, so don't put yourself out. Channel sometimes. Yeah, you know what? My channel has been an amazing outlet. You know, actually, Josh was my inspiration. Josh Games 5. He was working on a channel and stuff like that, and he was my inspiration for my channel because he was using it as an outlet to express himself and stuff like that, and and then that gave me the inspiration of doing my channel and sharing my story and stuff like that with other people, so they'll feel so alone in their own heads, right? So sharing the life skills and little tricks and tips I learned along the way on my life and recovery and stuff like that too. And I just posted I talk about other stuff. I just posted a video earlier today about oh, geez, um, not the gender stuff. What was it? The uh, man, what the hell? Well, hold on. Oh well, oh yeah, it was about white privilege. I don't believe in white privilege. There should be all kinds of privileges depending on what country you live on. There should be tan privilege and black privilege and tan, you know, brown privilege. This doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what country you live in. That country should be, supporting their own people and stuff like that. So I don't feel entitled because I'm white or because of my heritage that I have any kind of I'm entitled to anything else than anyone on the planet, because everyone goes through life stuff and learns and grows and stuff like that, and it's all a process. Everyone goes through the same kind of stuff. So I'm not more entitled to anyone else. Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Scott's Thoughts channel. So yeah, so hope you so DPG, what's going on? And I see someone else out there too. Who's out there? So yeah, some people just like to listen. Some people like to be more interactive, and that's cool too. So yeah, no, things are really awesome. Things are moving forward in my life. I was on the midnight shift for about 6 or 7 months, and life was getting really hard. So I went into the doctors, got a doctor's note, and now I'm working mornings. So now I'm working in the natural food section in the grocery store I'm working in now. So I'm helping. I'm working around people again. I'm helping people find their stuff. I'm still stocking shelves, and I'm getting more responsibilities at work. And it's like, what's happening? But it's awesome because I'm not feeling overwhelmed. I'm not feeling all that anxiety. I'm not feeling all the negative stuff. I just want more. Give me more. I'm gonna be up and doing office work, and I was the other day I was just pretty much in a supervisor role, watching, looking, like overseeing another worker and stuff like that. So I'm like, how'd this happen? But it's all good. We all deserve the good things in life. You know, I had to get to the point in my life where I had to understand that and accept that I do. We all deserve the good things in life. So yeah, no, things are really awesome. So yeah, so if anyone has come over from the other channel, I can't remember what his name was. I feel like an ass. Anyway, if anyone is over here, let me know. And if you have any questions about my life or recovery or anything else, any topics else you want to talk about, that I'm up for it. And yeah, so I'm up for a while. So I just actually had a nap for a little while ago, so I'm up for a while. So if anyone just needs to chat or just have somewhere safe to be for a little bit, then yeah, you're not alone. Never forget that. You're never alone, and you matter, and you make a difference. So yeah, Yeah, I was like super excited to see so many people on. I gotta go back in my freaking watch history and see his channel because I feel like an ass because I can't remember what his name was. Hold on, got a watch history here. History. There he is. Oh yeah, Big No No. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what his name is, but oh, who's this? Hey, how are you doing? Surin Surrenderingle. How are you doing tonight? His name's Noah. Oh, okay. Is that's what? Okay, so all right. So yeah, so it was Noah's channel. Yeah, his channel was just a booming. He had like up to 80 something people on his channel, and that was awesome. It was like, and it was I was super excited to see people interacting and stuff like that, and talking about recovery stuff, and and I relate to that, right? So we might be all may have different circumstances. Yeah, yay! Well, I'm glad to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you supporting the channel. I support and I commend you, talk being here on the channel and talking about stuff, and for me, I just saying anything. When I came into recovery, I didn't have any words or communication skills or people skills. I didn't know how to be a husband or a partner or a dad or a friend. I didn't know how to do all that stuff, and I grow up in recovery, and I learn how to do all this stuff. And it's amazing what kind of tools I pick up along the way. I learn how to be a friend, I know the difference between just being married and being a partner. There's equality there. I can be a dad today. We went up north and visited the kids up north, and I went to I know another one of my boys' football practices, Patrick's football practice and stuff like that. And I can do that stuff today. I went on an adventure with my grandson JJ. So there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, my grandson, and it was amazing. It's like, hey, so yeah, it's all about living. We went out. I went to a 12-step meeting just last night, and someone offered and said, "Hey, you want to go chill for coffee?" And there was like four of us, like six of us there at a coffee shop, just shooting the shit, talking about life. Do I go to celebrate recovery? Don't. Is that actually an event? If that's an event, that's awesome. That's what I call my chat. But I've never actually been to an event called Celebrate Recovery, but I would be very super interested in doing that. Yeah, surrendering all. Yes, and also like surrender to win. I had to surrender, and I had to say and complete. No, say I no sir, I don't want any more, and then be able to ask for the help. And when I was able to ask for the help, and I knew it was okay to ask for the help, then the help was there. I just had to ask. Oh, okay. I believe there was a Celebrate Recovery in Brantford, where I'm originally from. Yeah, I went to one. It was different. I so it's important that I share with people. I'm not so much religious that I am spiritual, but that's why I love recovery, because recovery, it's not a religious program. It's a spiritual program, and because it was a spiritual program, that's what I grabbed onto because I wanted to live. Yeah, no, when I went to the Celebrate Recovery, they had a band, and all of the steps were all scripture based and stuff like that. I think I do remember that. Yes. yeah, I had to ask for the help. I didn't. I thought I had to go through life all by myself, and I thought everything was all predetermined, and I was just gonna die broken and alone in a ditch somewhere, and I would never make a difference or have any purpose in life, and none of that's true. And I learned all that in recovery. I have purpose, and all my purpose in life today is to be of service to others and give away what I've learned to someone else, so they don't feel so alone and they may have someone else to relate to. I went to like a whole pile of meetings like super early in recovery, and I was in Brantford. I was probably going to like 15 meetings a week. I was going to both 12-step programs that were there in Brantford, and I just needed somewhere to be safe. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Scott's Thoughts channel. So yeah, I hope. So yeah, just talking about recovery. It's about living. And I wasn't living before. I was just existing. So today I live, and I live to the fullest of every day. And I'm grateful for the things I have in my life. I'm grateful to things that I know I can bring into my life. I wouldn't be a published author today. I wouldn't have my license today. I wouldn't be in a healthy relationship today. I wouldn't have so many things. No, and it's like addiction is like the great remover. So I have to make sure that I'm giving this away so I can keep it. And that's how this works. I share, you feel, I feel, you share, I share, and then we work through our own stuff. And that works for me. I needed to know that I can go somewhere and know that I can just be me. I don't have to be anyone else but me. I don't have to put on those masks. I don't have to put up the walls. I don't have to do any of that. I can be feel free to be myself and be and I'm accepted and I'm loved, and I know what that unconditional love and acceptance feels like today. And I do my best to give that away to others now. It's and because all my life, I was a taker and take, 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 take. What can I get out of life? What can I get? What I can get out of a relationship? It was all about me. And now and now it's time for me to give back. Times I feel guilty going when I still drink. I have. You know what? I know a lot of people that go to the 12-step meetings and they still drink. But you know what? A lot of them, they keep coming back. They keep coming back. Because I've been very fortunate that I into recovery, and I haven't had to take another drink or a drug, but I've lost everything in recovery because my thinking still hadn't changed. We talk about how addiction, alcoholism, and all that is 5% drinking or using and 95% thinking. And I had a sponsor one time tell me I had a broken thinker, and I related with that because my thinking sometimes just isn't all that right. So, and that's why I need recovery. I need people to be able to go. I need, I can have my partner or whoever say, well, can you just stop doing that? I need to go to somewhere and hear from a multitude of people. Okay, well, maybe if you do this, and I get suggestions. Maybe and they share their stuff, and then I take that into my daily living, and I can use those tools, and then I can apply them, and then, well, once I find something that works, I keep doing that. That's and I don't know why it's that way, but I need to hear from lots and lots of people with all this positive feedback in different ways that they've gone through life stuff, so I can go out there in that messed up, crazy, freaking messed up world, and try to cope and live and survive and stuff like that. But one day at a time, just for today, things seems to get better. As long as I don't pick up that first drink or that first drug, that's a good day. That's progress. And that's all I have. I just have right now. Like I had a sponsor tell me, just do what's in front of you right now. You don't have to worry about all this other stuff out here. Just focus on what you're doing. Stay present. Be in the moment, and just do what's in front of you right now. And when I do that, I have a good day. And I tell people I have I have AA in my DNA, and I like it that way, you know, and little stuff like that. Um, I like that. Yeah, yeah, not 5% to 95% broken thinking. Hold on to that. Yeah, it's very true. Living in the moment. Yes. It says, I'm grateful as well. I have so many good people in my life that want me to kill. I have so many people, good people in my life that want me to kill myself so I can scream power to what? Okay. I don't know what that's all about. I need to find something that works. And thanks for your service. Yeah, you know what? And that's what it is. It's all about being service to others. That's my primary purpose in life today, to be of service to others, you know, and to give this away, you know, share my experience, strength, and hope, and with someone else, you know. So, you know, I go to meetings and once in a while I'll someone's there, they're up there, they're talking, they're sharing their stuff, and they're telling my story, you know, and I identify with that, and I need that, I feed off that. You know, creative, yeah, you know, when I was using and drinking and acting, all my creativity went away. I couldn't draw, I couldn't write, I couldn't do my music, I couldn't do any of that stuff. And once I came into recovery, it took a while for that to start coming back. Yeah, dealing with life stuff. You know, I didn't have any tools. I didn't have any coping skills. I didn't have any life skills, you know, so thank you, Kim. Thanks for the love. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't have any of those things before I came into recovery. You know, I didn't know how to cope. I didn't know how to. I didn't want to be responsible. I didn't want to be accountable. I didn't want any of that. You know, but today I know I need to be responsible and accountable. I know my actions today don't only affect me. They affect everyone else in my life as well. And it's not all about me. You know, when I changed my job, when I changed this position at work, I went in there and I told them, I know my decisions don't only affect me. You know, and but because I was able to communicate that in a healthy manner, they appreciated that, you know, and they voiced that, you know, and people see you doing good, and they want you to they want to help you, they want to encourage you. And we talk about how in recovery it's attraction, not promotion, you know. You go out there and you change little things in your life, and people notice. People are going to notice the changes in you before you notice them in yourself. You know, you're going to get a pat on the shoulder. You're going to get, you know, people coming up to you, hey, this you're something's different. You know, so and then they're going to say, oh, keep this, whatever you're doing, just keep doing that. And you know, and just learning how to live. Coping skill, absolutely. Coping skills. Like, I didn't know how to cope. I didn't know. For me, it's just okay. So big part of my story is if I could fix you, I didn't have to look at me. So I didn't want to deal with my life stuff, and I would put up walls. I didn't want anyone close. And so for me today, coping skills is the fact that I have words today. I can communicate today. You know, I can process information today. I couldn't process any information because I was all deluded all the time. And as long as I was numb, I was okay. You know, so life skills for me is just being able to open my mouth and to say something constructive instead of destructive. You know, being able to go and help another person and get out of myself. Those are the life skills that I pick up along my journey in recovery. You know, those are the things that I didn't think I'd ever be able to achieve or accomplish in my life. You know, life skills are the things that I was most lacking. The life I didn't know how to deal. I didn't know how to being in a relationship. Uh, it was always one-sided because I didn't have words to either defend myself or communicate how I was feeling. I didn't know how to. All my feelings and emotions are all mixed up, and I would just lash out at people, you know, in anger and frustration, and not only anger and frustration at the other person, but with anger and frustration within myself. I was frustrated with myself because I didn't know. I didn't have the words to be able to communicate. If and because I was just so frustrated and angry all the time, I would just lash out at people, and I would get physically violent or verbally violent with people in my life because I didn't know how to, because that was familiar. That's the environment I grew up in. Grew up in an environment where that was no be seen, not heard. So I was taught to shove all those emotions and feelings down within myself and not show that to people because I was always taught that having feelings and emotions was and showing that, and then people see that was a weakness. And I know today that's not a weakness today. It's a huge strength in my life today because I can be emotional. I can let myself be vulnerable today and let people in. I wanted everyone out. I didn't want anyone to see me. I didn't want anyone close because every time I let someone close, they would always disappear out of my life. Or I was a runner. I would run away from the good stuff in my life all the time. Yeah, constructive. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know how to be constructive. It was always destructive. The destructive stuff was familiar to me. You know, I only knew the negative. I didn't have a whole lot of positive. I didn't have a lot of positive role models in my life, and I didn't never had my own circle of friends growing up. I was always someone else's friend's friend. See, and that's exactly correct. Okay, so it sounds like my child. And that's why recovery works for me because we can relate. I never felt comfortable in my own skin. I always felt like the outsider. I always felt like the black sheep. And when I came into recovery, I found a whole herd of black sheep just like me. It was like the land of misfit toys. And no, we might have, I'll call them, kind of been broken in kind of different ways, but all the feelings and the emotions and the way we lashed out at people and we shoved all those emotions and feelings down with ourselves because that was the kind of environment that a lot of us grew up in. I blocked out a lot of my childhood for a lot of years, and just probably within the last 3 or 4 years, I get memories coming back from my past because I never remembered any of the positive stuff. There was some positive stuff that in my childhood, but all the negative stuff, there was just so much negative piled on negative stuff. I never seen it. When I see my parents in a different light today. My parents only had the tools that were instilled in them from their parents. And so when I started getting into a relationship and started having kids, I passed that on to my kids and into my relationships, to my in my marriages and stuff like that. Yeah, and that'll happen as well. Being in a going back into that same kind of environment. Like when I started going into recovery, or super early into recovery, I would go to my ex-wife's house, Bella's place, and I'm all positive and yay recovery. I'm preaching screaming from the rooftops and stuff like that, and that was selfish of me to think that okay, well I'm happy now, you guys should all be happy too because everything is just great. Well, it wasn't just great. I still had a lot of work to do on myself. I made a lot of amends way too early because I didn't have the tools. Yeah. Yes, yeah, and thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I have a lot of I deal with a lot of mental disorders and stuff like that from my mom's side. So I dealt with a lot of multiple personality disorder growing up. I dealt with a lot of mental. Yeah, a lot of it was PTSD for sure. It was a traumatic kind of environment to live in. I deal with anxiety and depression absolutely. I had to leave work, so I just got finished working the midnight shift, and I worked the midnight shift for about 6 7 months, and I wasn't getting to my recovery meetings, and when I wasn't working, I was sleeping, and I wasn't even present at home anymore. You know, so now that I'm working mornings, I'm getting to my meetings. I'm being more active at home. I'm taking care of priorities before I come on here, and I'm more present in my own life. I can be an active participant in my own life. I went out and did a video early today at at the Parkway, and when I got out, I'm doing the things I love again. So it's getting out and doing the things you love. When you're doing what you love, then this life's better. It's happier. I'm content within. That's all I ever wanted, just to be content. Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Identifying with other people. When we can identify with other people, we don't feel so alone in our own heads. Like me and Kim have talked about stuff like this before a lot in the past, and how the feelings and the emotions are a lot the same. Maybe the addiction or whatever is different, but all the feelings and the emotions are different, are the same. So we relate, and that's why we connect. And that's the connection I get with everyone I meet on my journey in recovery. So it's not so much. I've bounced a lot around in recovery, so it's not so much that I miss places, I miss faces, because everyone I meet in recovery is part of me, and I carry people around with me. And there's people out there that have what I need. Yeah, hell yeah, I want more of what you have. And there's people out there in recovery that I no longer want what I had before. You can keep that. I'll stick with the winners. So yeah, just stick with people that have what you need. Stick with the people that are gonna love you and lift you up and support you and show you a better way. When you're helping someone else, you're helping yourself. Yeah, you'll get there. Absolutely. It's one day at a time, just for today. That's all I have. That's all anyone has. Just keep life very simple. Just do what's in front of you right now. Keep everything really simple. If all you can do right now is just take care, just get if you're in recovery, and okay, so I isolated, you know. I would stay in my apartment for months on end, and I'd only go out to in the evenings or to my dealers or whatever. And my dealers was like my second home, and that's the only places I would go. And it got to the point. I got to the point in my life where I was at the bar at 10 o'clock in the morning would open, so I was already hammered by the afternoon, and then I'd stumble my way over to my dealers, and I'd spend the rest of the night at my dealer's place. That was my existence. Yeah, the isolation. I, I need people. I don't. I just go to a coffee shop. Just be around people. It doesn't even know. It doesn't even matter if I know these people. I've had the most amazing experiences and conversations with total strangers. Just opening up. I went up and I went to my oldest stepson's place up north. There was a girl there sitting in his apartment, really quiet, and I just started talking, and she started talking to me, and she's like, I have no idea why I'm freaking talking to you, but I seem to be able to relate, and maybe I felt maybe I made someone feel not so alone. That's a good day. That's a really awesome day when you may have made a change in someone's life. Just to know that to make someone know that they matter and they make a difference and someone's listening. And I need that. I still need that today. I've been around a few 24 hours in recovery, and I still need that. And I need the repetitiveness. I need the routine. I need all that stuff in my life because I forget. I do. I need the slogans. I need the little things that I hear all the time. Yeah, you don't have to, yeah, yeah, just be out in public. Energy speaks volumes. You don't have to speak sometimes. Just being supportive. Absolutely. Just be supportive of someone else. Hold the door open for someone. I know. I'll go and I'll hold the door open for someone, and they'll look at me like I got like three heads. but you know what? That helps me too. Being this doesn't matter. Just the little things. The little things all they gather all up together. And you change little things in your life. Hold space. Hold space. Okay, I'm holding the space bar. I'm holding the space bar. Okay. It just paused. Yeah, absolutely. I have to go back to basics, and sometimes I got to take those baby steps again. I had to take a whole lot of baby steps before I could start taking the larger leaps of faith in my life. You know, like I said before, I wouldn't have my license today. I wouldn't be a published author today. I wouldn't feel like I have purpose in life today. I wouldn't be able to maybe share something of my experience to help another person today. Yeah, it's the little things. My vocabulary was crap. Just changing the little stuff. My vocabulary got. I cleaned up my vocabulary. I started putting myself in healthier environments, changing the people I was hanging around with. Hell yeah, I had people calling me and say, "Hey, there's a party tonight. When you want to come out," and I had to say no, because and that was another huge deal in my life too. When I incorporated the word no into my vocabulary, that because I was the people pleaser, right? When I started saying no, that's when I really found out who's really gonna stick around in my recovery, or not, right? And I was so amazed to find out that the when I had my one of my last horrible drunks. I was at a party. I had a knife. I was gonna cut myself. I ended up having my knife against my own throat, and if I was gonna get stuck and bleed out that night, I was okay with that. That's how bad. That's how unmanageable my life had become. So it's important, and that person with that knife against my throat, because he's seen me going down this path. He has been one of my biggest advocates in recovery. Those are the miracles that happen. I have so many people from my past that have been supportive of me, because they see me in recovery, and I see them popping up on Facebook requests for friend requests for people from my past. I'm like, whoa, what? And maybe I might not chat with them all the time, but maybe they like to see where I am in my life too, right? I post videos on Facebook and or all over the freaking place. So maybe they're seeing my videos somewhere, and they're like, okay, well, look, no, I'm. They see me recovering. They see me progressing in life and stuff like that. And people see, like, and I was saying before, people see the progress within yourself before you see it in yourself. I still have aha moments. I do. I have okay. Well, I'm at a crossroads, and I can either continue going down this horrible destructive path, or I can go this way and try something different, and hopefully get a better result. And that's what I do. But no, I try new things until I find what works, and then I continue doing that, and I can apply that to any aspect in my life. Yeah, good. I'm no longer a doormat. I'm no longer the people pleaser. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks of me. It matters what I think of me. No, my perceptions of myself. Yeah, and that's the stuff, the stories I share, and the stories that I hear other people share make it so much easier to share my stuff, because you never know where someone else may be in their life, in their recovery, and they need to hear someone maybe tell their story, or they can relate with something that's happened in their life, so they don't feel so alone. So it makes it easier for them to share their stuff too, because I didn't share nothing in recovery when I entered recovery, probably for a good month and a half, because I just needed to freaking listen for once. I needed to shut the hell up and listen. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Oh, uh, but but have to go. But I will be subscribing. Your info is probably better than I have ever heard it. And it up. Oh, thank you. You know what? And I'm not any better than anyone else. I just try to give away what has been freely given to me. And yeah, I'm very happy to have you in the have you part of the community, and welcome home. Welcome to Scott's Thoughts. Welcome home. Thank you for supporting the channel. You're very greatly appreciated. And yeah, go get some rest or whatever you need to do. And hopefully I'll see you very soon. I've been trying to, since I've been getting up in the mornings and stuff like that, I've been trying to get a video out in the morning or early afternoon, and then yeah, so it was awesome that I found the life that No, what's his name? Big No, or Noah. I found Noah earlier, and I was super excited to find Noah's channel. So yeah, no, it's like learning the little stuff, changing the little stuff, and then when the bigger stuff seems to be happening and stuff like that, that it's not so intimidating or overwhelming. You're able to deal with stuff a lot better. We talk about in recovery about being able to deal with things that used to baffle us as part of the promises, and that's probably the most important thing. Everything like baffled me. I didn't know how to react or fit in society anymore. That's why I would isolate. Isolation was a huge deal because I didn't know how to live or survive or cope or communicate or nothing like that. I just clammed up and just figured if I didn't see anything at all, I wouldn't hurt anyone. I stopped being in relationships, or not all. I okay, so part of my story is I stopped having sex for a long time because every time I seemed to touch someone, I was hurting someone. So that's and not a lot of people talk about the whole part of the sex stuff like that. It talks about in the literature. Actually, there's a whole part of it about our sexual behavior and stuff like that, right? So, and sex was a huge deal. I had to stop all that because every time I seemed to touch someone, I was hurting someone, and it was just empty. There was no feelings. It was all. I can. Thank you, Kim. I can express how much I have gratitude for people sharing stuff in their lives and then their own recovery for me to be able to talk about the hard stuff too, right? Because it's not so much the good stuff. The good stuff in my life is kind of like a constant now, but the things I learn most for are the hard stuff, the things that go and the stuff that makes me it stings a little bit. And okay, well, why is that hurt? Is that something the next thing I need to work on? So I have to remember and always keep my ears open. And I talk about listening. Yeah, you're saying some words, blah 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 blah, right? And then actively listening. We're actually listening, and that's where the empathy comes in. It's sharing, and you're listening, and you're retaining the information. And then I had to learn. Also had to learn how to take my turn, because I always had to have the last word, right? So learning how to take my own turns, little things like that. I always had to have the last word. I always had to be right, and I'm not the same thing. Yes, absolutely. I had a sponsor who went to sex and love addiction groups, you know. So there's a lot of stuff. I've had so many experiences, so even just so far in recovery that I'm able to relate to. So it makes it easier for talk about my real life stuff. The first 2.5 years of my recovery were all FaceTime. I could talk recovery out my ass, but I wasn't dealing with any life stuff. You know, so once I started really starting and opening up and talking about real life stuff, that's when things really started to turn around in my life. And that's when things started to get too big and everything, and that's when everything fell apart in my life again. It all became dark again. It was all about me again, because my thinking hadn't changed. I wasn't dealing with life stuff, and I had to get to the point of desperation in recovery to say okay, I didn't have to pick up a drug or a drink to be able to destroy my life again because my thinking hadn't changed yet. Yes, and it's all about you, right? You're the biggest part and the most important part of your life is you. You take care of you. If I'm not okay with me, if I'm not okay with me, I have nothing positive to give with you to give away to you. And this is why I had to take a sabbatical from my channel because I wasn't okay with me. And when I'm feeling shitty and negative and all that, I don't want to pass that on through a video to you guys because that reverberates. No, it's all energy, and I want to create a positive environment and community. I want this to be a positive community. I don't want to interject negativity into the community that would be harmful. You know, and that's not only harming myself. That's only not harming the people that I'm sharing all this negativity with. It's also harming myself. I don't want to harm. I don't want to do all that self harm anymore. No, I self harmed a lot enough. No, no, sir, I don't want any more. And this is why I'm so hungry for more recovery. No, absolutely, Kim. You know, I know we haven't talked a whole lot in the past for quite a while, and it's just I don't know. I was having a conversation about friends and stuff like that the other day with someone, and they were saying how they have friends. They might not talk to them every day, but they always know they're there. You know, and that's the difference between just having an acquaintance and having a friend. Because you know if you need this to you need help, you need someone to talk to, that someone's going to be there, and I know you're there. Hey, how are you, JB? Nice to see you on the channel. How are you doing today? Good. I'm glad you're happy. It's a smiley emoji, so that's a good thing. Welcome to Scott's Thoughts channel. Welcome home. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, we're talking about recovery, life stuff, life skills. You have any questions about my life or my recovery or any other of the videos you may have seen on my channel? Yeah, I like to talk about all kinds of stuff. I'm open. I'm super open-minded. So anything you have to talk. Yeah, actually, we were just talking about sex. We're talking about how in recovery. I don't know if you're in recovery or you're just dealing with life stuff or whatnot. I so I need to know a little bit what your past is so I can kind of fill you in. So yeah, no, we were talking about how I had to stop being intimate and having sex with other people because because I was every time I touched someone, I was hurting someone. You know, so I had to learn how to take care of myself and do my own self care and be mindful of myself before I could be any use to anyone else. Been hooked on Xanax, crack, meth. So you are actively in recovery, Shay? 'Cause that sounds past tense to me. I was on Effexor. I've been on antipsychotics. Awesome. How long you been clean and healthy? I just celebrated 8 years clean and sober. Awesome. That's freaking awesome, dude. 10 years. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's quite an achievement. You should be very proud of your achievement. I kind of wanted to talk about emotional sobriety as well. There's the physical sobriety, and then there's the well, there's just the mental sobriety and the spiritual sobriety, and been in crack. Oh wow, damn. Okay, I actually haven't had my own personal experience like using that substance, but I actually walked into someone's apartment and they were cooking up some crack in a pop can, and I'm like, okay, I'm out of here. Yeah, I've seen I had my last drunk. So that was my physical bottom. But I've also had physical bottoms, spiritual bottoms, and I didn't have to pick up another drug or a drink to destroy my life over again because my thinking and my perception still hadn't changed. I had to get to the point of helplessness and all that in recovery before things started getting better in my life again. I had to hit it. I had to hit a lot of different kinds of bottoms in my recovery. The no, emotional sobriety is super important. Spiritual sobriety as well. It's not just the physical. I've been in 12-step meetings where I'm sitting across the table or beside someone with 30 years and they're still dry as hell because they don't understand the spiritual aspect of the program. You're gonna rub up against them and they're gonna freaking burn in the flames. I'm a lot healthier when I now. I was like Skeletor when I first came into the program. So yeah, I was like skin and bones. I was really unhealthy. I wasn't really eating at all because I was drinking and using. My rib cage was showing. You could see everything, and I was super unhealthy. Now I eat properly. I try to eat, I can't try to have I eat a healthier diet. I try to make sure I take care of, and be mindful of myself, and do that self-care. Like before I came into recovery, I didn't know I didn't know when to have a shower. I didn't know when to eat. I didn't know, I never was taught growing up how to shave, or do the basic things in life. My oldest stepson, he's the one who taught me how to shave. No. So yeah, I never learned. I never grew up in an environment where my parents. I grew up in an environment where my parents were not present parents. And they take us to a party. They take me and my sister to a party and leave us pretty much unsupervised in another room with a bunch of the other kids that were taken to the party, and there was all kinds of experimentation going on in there, and so yeah, so I didn't really have a lot of moral compass installed or any basic things that I never had those dad moments. I never had those bonding moments. So it's kind of awesome. I have now so many mentors in recovery, like male and female. I have so many women in recovery I look to up to as well. Like I got into a vehicle to go into a meeting with someone, and it was a woman, and she said, "Oh, you just need male recovery." Well, that means that I'm only getting half of recovery. So a large part of my story, a big part of my story is when I came into recovery, I only identified as a woman. That's the real deal. You can't make that shit up. Part of my story is I didn't want to be a male anymore. I was going to move to Toronto or somewhere and be a get an operation to be a male prostitute. That was my plan. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of deep rooted stuff that been able to work through in recovery and deal with and cope with and have that self acceptance. And I can look in the mirror today and give myself a hug and say I love myself today. You know, those are a huge deal. Those huge moments in my life that have turned my life around because people loved me till and accepted me till I could love myself and accept myself. You know, so it's an awesome feeling when people are absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. You know, and never forget where I come from. Because I ever forget where and get to the point in my recovery again where I got this. Well, no, I don't. I don't got this. I need help. I need people in my life. I need direction. I need to reach out when I'm hurting. And it's okay to ask for help today. It's not a weakness. So yeah, there's so many things that I've learned, so many tools that I pick up along the way, and I'm always learning and growing. And I never want to stop learning and growing because when I stop learning and growing, that means I've hit another plateau, you know, and that's when life gets hard again, and I know and nothing will get better again until I take more action and make more change in my life. You know, change is necessary. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So I need to change my environment again. And maybe I need to change my attitude again. Maybe I need to look at my part of stuff again and say, okay, well, something seems to be not so right again. So maybe I need to tweak something here or tweak something there and try something else that's new. And then then again, I'll start getting better results and I'll keep doing that. There's so many things that have been given to me in recovery that I'm so excited to be able to give away to other people. You know, giving this away to other people is also part of my self care, part of being mindful of others. I have to be mindful of myself, my actions and stuff like that, because I know my actions and thoughts and all that don't only affect me, they affect everyone else in my life. Yeah, we've all been in those dark places, and you know, and I'm only an arm length away to whatever substance that is to that all going away again. You know, I have to make sure that I'm always mindful and always vigilant in my recovery, and always making sure that I'm doing my best to do the next right thing. Staying active, being in recovery, not just around recovery. You know, be active. No, I needed a home group. I needed to share tables. I needed to shake hands. I needed to do all that little stuff. I needed to, you know, help set up tables or put tables away at the end of the meeting and be active and you know, and people see you doing good and and trying your best to do better and they want to support you. Did I miss a message somewhere here? Thought I missed a message. Okay, so yeah, no, yeah, we all come from those dark places. There was that pit, that dark pit. I didn't know how to get out of that dark pit. Yeah, and that's another one of the slogans. Easy does it, but do it, right? Yeah, yep. Eat right, change your diet, interact with other people, and take it easy. Absolutely. And, you know, and put away the whip. Stop whipping yourself and beating yourself up because we're the ones who beat us up the most. You know, we beat ourselves more than anyone else. We're our worst critics. So we have to, you know, just take it easy. You know, try to do the next right thing. Change the little things. No, don't try to do everything all at once, because no, that's you're more apt to go start going all squirrely again, and no, you know, and it's not worth going back out. No, I was saying, just stay. It's easier when you come. Just stay. It's easier. You know, and I understand that it is. You know, because I watch people go in and out and in and out and in and out, and it doesn't get any easier. You know, I learned so much from the people that are coming in new, or they're going out and coming back in, and they come back and they share their stuff, and it doesn't get any better out there. So yeah, I need to make sure that I'm always listening because I never know what I'm gonna learn. No, and the meetings that I don't want to go to are the ones I need to go to, because those are the ones that I'm gonna hear what I really really need to hear that day. Yeah, alcohol and a copious amount of weeds. I probably did a lot of drugs and blackouts that I don't remember. I know I was offered a lot of coke. I don't remember doing coke, but that doesn't mean I didn't do any coke. I did a lot of pills. So I would I'd take a mitt full of T3s, and then I'd go out drinking like beer and tequila all night. So yeah, so mostly mostly my recollection is mostly alcohol. I did smoke a lot of copious amount of weed as well. Oh, I didn't do needles. I know for sure I didn't do any needles. Other than that, I most of my a lot of my active addiction was all blackout. A lot of it. I walking down the street and I'm like, I remember starting here and I'm at point A and then I end up at point B and I'm like, all right, what happened? How did I get here? I show I showed up and I had to go to one of my boys' graduation parties. So I left the party and I was pretty much all blacked out on the way to his graduation party. I get there, and then I get mad because I don't know why they don't want nothing to do with me. That's unmanageable, dude. That's another. Hey, Sky Avenger, that's awesome. No, thank you for dropping by, Sky Avenger. Awesome. Have you? Were you able to work on that for me at all? On the for my channel? Oh, soccer tryouts. That's awesome, bud. Yeah, you were gonna work on my channel intro. I don't know. I don't have your I didn't have your email, so I wasn't able to contact you back. I believe I left a message on one of your videos asking if you were gonna still be able to do that or not. So I didn't know. Oh, all right. Take care. I'll see you again soon, Sky Avenger. Sky Avenger is awesome. He does movie trailers and stuff like that on his channel. So you like movies or what's coming up next, what's coming, no, and he does always has the newest movie trailers. So if you like to watch the movie trailers, go check out Sky Avenger. He always has the newest movie trailers that are coming out. So yeah, coming along great. I'm just doing some tweaks. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much. I really really appreciate that. On a Friday and it would be broke on Monday. Yeah, absolutely. I would go. I'd get my check at midnight. I'd go cash my check, and I'd go from the bank to the bar. And the next day, as long as I had enough money to go to the dollar store to buy my groceries, that was good. Groceries and smokes and alcohol. That was probably no, and but alcohol always took priority. Yeah, no problem, Sky Avenger. Everyone go check out Sky Avenger's channel. He's freaking awesome. Yay! Go check it out. Sweet. Oh crap. Just 1 minute, guys. I gotta plug in my phone. Oh. Yeah, you go get some rest for your soccer practice, dude. Come on, guys. Oh, come on. There we go. Hold on. I'm always freaking knocking this thing over. I just gotta plug this into my laptop. Oh, crap. Come on. Go. Come on. Don't fall over again. Ah. Go. Why aren't you cooperating? There we go. There, good to go now. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, sheep. Alright, hold on. I gotta fix... Alright, I think we're good to go. Sorry, guys. I had to plug in my phone. I got a stupid battery message. My phone was gonna commit cellicide. Oh, crap. Alright, hold on. I gotta get rid of this stupid screen. I'm 44. I'm gonna be 45 in February on the 10th. I'm a lot older than I look. I tell people I'm well pickled. I'm well preserved. Oh, you're gonna guess 25. Oh crap! No, no, I'm gonna be 45. I'm 40. I'm gonna be 45 in February on the 10th. Holy crap! Yeah, you know what? I get that a lot. I'm also part Native American as well, so I think that has a lot to do with it. Native Americans, they have a lot. They look young as well, right? So between being Native American and an alcoholic, well preserved, yeah, that's probably why I look so much younger. Yeah, yeah, I don't mind aging slowly. It kind of sucks though when you go and you have a girlfriend or something like that, and you go into the drugstore to pick up a prescription, and the pharmacy calls back and talks to your girlfriend and said, "Hey, everything's all good. Your son picked up your prescription for you." I'm like, "Oh no." They thought that I was their. They always think that I'm the girlfriend's son, and yeah. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, this is why I don't shave all this off very often because I already look young enough as it is. Yeah, stay young. Hey, old is only a state of mind. I'll always be a kid at heart. So yeah, no, I appreciate everyone that comes on and comes visits my channel and checks out my videos. 51 but look young too. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. That's sweet. Yeah, we kind of do look a lot of us look a lot younger than we are in recovery. Maybe it's all the formaldehyde alcohol we drank. We kind of it's called the self-embalming process. Oh my god. Oh, that's awesome. Oh man. So so yeah. No, I'm super excited to be able to come on here and share with people and yeah, I was on the other channel. I wanted to make sure that people had somewhere safe to come and chill and it's important that people have somewhere safe to be. You know, that's what I need. I need that safe place. I need somewhere to know I can just be myself and just be genuine and real, right? I need that. I just need to be able to be me and be accepted for me and no and I don't have to be any more than that. I don't have to be someone else. I don't have to wear those masks and be everyone else for everyone else. I can just be myself and just be that crazy ass motherfucker that's just fearless and is not afraid to just just be an ass, and that's okay. I'm really starting to get more comfortable on camera and stuff like that. And the more I find people in recovery or deal with addiction and stuff like that, and giving this away, it just it makes it's making it so much more comfortable for me to be able to talk and share more stuff and help maybe people relate with a lot of stuff that they may be going through too in their lives. So yeah, yeah, and on my channel, I've been working a lot about on my editing and all that stuff too. So I want to talk to people if you have a channel, if you need tips and tricks and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing other stuff. I do my nature walks and talk about other topics. I did that video about white privilege earlier today. I went for a walk at Ojibwe Parkway, and I have views on that. Someone asked me to do a video about Donald Trump, so I'm working on doing something like that. I have pros and cons when it comes to him. You don't want to talk about global warming or aliens or whatever you want to talk about, just put down in the comments what you'd like me to do a video about, and I'll look into it. And I've really been trying hard to do more of the research part behind it too, as well. Not just stuff that I know. I want to know what other people know, so I can share that information with other people too. Hey there, welcome to Scott's Thoughts channel. Welcome home. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to smash that like button down there and hit that notification bell so you don't miss that. Don't miss that any upcoming videos. And yeah, never forget you're never alone. If you're ready to start living a better, healthier life in recovery, you're in the right place. Welcome home. Welcome to Scott's Thoughts. So yeah, so anything on your mind about recovery or my life or anything that's going on the planet, you want to start a discussion about anything, just let me know. Yeah, absolutely. But first, I had to learn what makes me tick, right? But yeah, I'd love to know what's going on in other people's lives. What's going on in what's going on the planet. I love to watch stuff like that about weather. That Hurricane Matthew was a mess. There's stuff that's going on all over the planet and stuff like that. So I do my best to keep up to date with stuff that's happening. With YouTube and the algorithm, and I watch Brian G. Johnson and Nick Nimmin and Daryl Eves and lots of other creators to help build my channel. So and it super helps. I'm working on my thumbnails and editing and presence on camera and every time I watch something or someone share more information, I seem to be hungry to learn more. I never thought I would be doing the editing and all that stuff and learning and growing that way, but it seemed to be the more and more I grow and stuff like that and learn and stuff like that, and that's what I love. I always love learning new skill sets and stuff like that too. So I'm glad you like that. So I'm getting better. I'm getting more free and boisterous. When YouTube went down, I was actually online when YouTube went down for 2 hours. Was it a week or so ago now? So I did a video called "Who Broke YouTube? Who broke YouTube?" So yeah, I got quite loud and disturbed my girlfriend, but it was worth it. It was a good video. So, oh my god. So yeah, I'm getting better. I'm learning and always growing and learning new stuff, and it's in recovery. This isn't just talking about recovery stuff. It's about talking about life stuff. Yeah, Yeah, he slept through it. Yeah, it was nuts. Everyone, I went on my Facebook and said, "Is anyone having problem with their freaking with YouTube?" And I had spent like a half an hour trying to freaking fix my internet and messing with my modem, and no, that everyone else has been like YouTube was freaking broken. So I'm like, oh my god, everyone's freaking out. It was crazy. So yeah, so that was the trending topic for that day. So I was right on top of that one. So that was pretty cool. So I'm learning to do work with the trending topics and world events and all kinds of stuff and taking requests. Like I'm doing like request videos and stuff like that. I want oh my god, I'm working in the natural food section in the grocery store I'm working at. So there's like all kinds of vegan food and gluten free stuff and all this other. I found cricket flour the other day. So there's all kinds of stuff that I want to do reaction videos for is when it comes to like maybe vegan food and stuff like that. So so look for so keep an eye out and stay tuned for that. That's going to be interesting. So gonna be doing taste tests and stuff like that and yeah, so I loved trying new stuff, new foods and stuff like that. So and lots of people are doing food challenges and food stuff and all that on their channels as well too. So it seems to be quite popular. So I'm hoping to do well with those. And yeah, but this most importantly, it's just growing more of this community. You know, about talking about recovery and stuff like that. Just knowing people that are not alone. You know, and talk about life stuff, anything that's going on in your life or your whatever your interest is, what are your hobbies. I've been watching a lot of beekeeping stuff like that, videos and all that, right? So all kinds of stuff about beekeeping and hive removals and all kinds of stuff like that too. So I have all kinds. I do the geocaching thing. The geocaching is a worldwide treasure hunt. So I have a couple of those on a couple of short videos of those on my channel as well. I was watching a video the other day and someone was doing the geocaching. I'm like, yay! So I shared my geocaching handle, which is OrangeRix69. That's my if you do the geocaching, if you're early in recovery or you just like to get out of the house and get motivated and out into the boonies and stuff and go exploring, geocaching is awesome. It kept me motivated and out of the house and not isolating, and it's awesome. So geocaching, so you can go on the website, it's geocaching.com, and there's an app for your phone. You can look it up and stuff like that. You can go right in the site and get like special GPS units and all that. Yeah, it's awesome. There's a guy just right down the street who does it. Yeah, Yeti. My friend Yeti is just right down the freaking street from me. There's another guy, Kayak. He's really close to me too. We've gone to Timmy's and stuff like that and chilled and talked and shared and about the geocaching stuff like that. They took me out and found one I couldn't find, and it's really exciting. So if you like to be out and out in the bush, sometimes you're out in the bush and you're rooting through all kinds of branches and stuff, and some of them are like super tiny, like the micro ones are like this big, and then you get like other container ones are this big, and a lot of them are like little film cases, and they'll be like camo ones sometimes and all that too, right? So it's really awesome. And there's you sometimes you'll have hints. I tried to find them without the hints. Outdoors is great. I love being outdoors. Nature is my church. You know, so that's where I feel most grounded and centered and a part of, and you know, and I can get my head straight, and you know, it's part of the huge healing process that I really needed. I still need. I love being near water and stuff like that. You know, and when I have an opportunity during the summer, I love to fish. When I was up in Pembroke. My kids are in Renfrew. I was living in Pembroke for a while, and in Pembroke I was doing like fishing 24/7. I was doing night fishing and everything too, right? So I super really miss doing fishing all the time. So when I have an opportunity, when I to get out and do fishing in the summer now or whenever, I'll go. Like I haven't been fishing for quite a while because I was doing the midnight shift there for 6 months. But yeah, so now I'm working mornings, and I seem to I'm just on a stretch of 3 days off, right? So I don't go back. I have to go back to to work until like Tuesday morning. So I'm trying to be proactive here at home and doing housework and doing my videos, and I'm on here with you guys doing a live chat and stuff. So I'm trying to be proactive and being of maximum service as much as I can, right? So that, right now I'm either on the shore or on a dock somewhere. I don't know where you're at, if you're in the Canada or the States or where you're at. So, but I go to the place called Bell River close to here. And I don't even care if I catch stuff. I don't care if I catch a fish. It's just relaxing. I've gone out there and fished for 3 hours and didn't catch anything, but it's relaxing. It's just a release. It's just getting out there in nature. PA. Pennsylvania? Is that Pennsylvania? Oh, cool. I actually, one of the creators, I watch, I don't know if you know about anything about ASMR videos. They're binaural videos. I watch them to help go to sleep and stuff like that. He's actually, I believe, in Pennsylvania. His name's Paul. His channel's called Ephemeral Rift. He's awesome. Here. Ephemeral Rift. I think I spelled that right. It's pretty close. Anyway, if it's not correct. He's great. I watch him. He's one of the creators I watch to help me sleep at night. Efemeral. You got too many F's. Yeah, there's a lot. Whispers Red. She's really awesome. Oh my God, there's so many of them I watch. Oh, Dr. T. He's awesome. Um, yeah, Dr. T is great. Oh my God, there's so many of them. Who else? Holy, I watch so many different ones. So yeah, just start off with small stuff like that and build up. You'll there's a whole ginormous community of them, of the people who do the ASMR videos. If I ever get the I have. Oh my God! Hold on a second. Oh, I don't I don't know if you're familiar with the Blue Yeti. My Blue Yeti is busted. The connection what here is broken, and the cable won't stay in. It's always loose. So I either need to get it fixed or I need to get a new one. This is pretty much the first mic that the YouTubers. Brian G. Johnson. Yeah. This is yeah. So yeah, I watch Brian G. Johnson. Um. Yeah. So I'm trying to either get this fixed, or I want another one. So I want another mic. It's just the funding. We just started payment on our new roof. I need a new vehicle. I was in a hit and run accident, and my back of my car got all smashed in. So now both of my passenger side doors won't open, or my windows on the passenger side, and so I need a new car soon. So it's just the money. So so yeah, everything will happen in time. But yeah, so this is the I'm really hoping I can get my Blue Yeti fixed. That's why I'm not using it right now, because it's not functioning properly. So it's very popular mic. So yeah. So I hope So do you have a channel? Hey, actually, I'm gonna go on to you and look. Let's see if you have a channel or not. Uh-huh. Do. Oh, well, you got no videos but 27 subscribers. I'm subscribing to your channel because I can't. There you go. Yeah, we got 28 subscribers. So yeah. So if you ever want to build a channel or start a channel or whatever, and just do what you love, and talk about it and stuff like that, yeah, um, hit me up. I can give you some tips and tricks. Watch Nick Nimmin and Daryl Eves and Brian G. Johnson, and they always have all kinds of awesome tools and tips and tricks to start growing your channel and stuff like that. So I I hope everyone is doing well out there. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd enjoy that. Yeah, I've tried to learn how to play guitar like 4 times. It's not happening. I will stick with. Oh my god. With my percussion. This here is Luna. She's my drum. We went to a festival and I had. So the turtle is my most prominent spirit animal. So the last festival we went, we had someone do, I had someone do henna on Luna, uh, a big sea turtle. No, it's called a djembe. Yeah, it's an African drum. It's all hollowed out in the bottom, so it's like uh, its own amplifier. And I actually want to start. I want to. Oh my god, I'm actually talking, and I can hear the drum vibrating. Can you guys hear that echo? Can you hear the echo when I'm talking? Because I can hear an echo when I'm talking. Cause that's really, I didn't realize that before. It's really quiet in the house, and I can actually hear the vibrations off the drum as I'm talking. I'm talking near it. That's weird. So yeah, I want to actually do. I was talking about doing some drumming videos, and I haven't actually done that yet. It's still my one intro I did for my video. That one video I did about watching humans, I think it was. I share my writing and stuff like that as well on my channel. So when I write something, I share it. So, and I write poetry and all that too, right? So I love to write, and I have learned to only write when I'm inspired to write. Um, so I don't know if you've seen these. These are my children's books that I have published, and I have them both in indigo in chapters here near Windsor, where I live. Oscar, I looked for Oscar online. It's supposed to be on Amazon, and I didn't see any copies that I put on there. Someone has one of my copies of Oscar on there for $51, and they keep saying, "Please take that off there. It's not yours." So I love sending out signed copies to people. Um, Patches the Penguin is $10 currently because it's not in the same format as Oscar. Oscar's $15. So Oscar, when I did Patches, I found out afterwards that Amazon has a thing. If a book isn't more than 25 pages, they won't sell it on Amazon. And in Patches, I have the words and the pictures on the same page, and and oh wait, patches, and then Oscar, I have the words and then I have a picture on the other page, so it's a bigger book. So that's why it's more. So I'm trying to get patches made in the same format as Oscar. Also, I'm working on getting bilingual books done as too as well. And my next book coming out is Myrtle the Turtle, and and Myrtle is a little turtle with special needs. And I just actually sent back my rewrite for Myrtle to my publisher last night, so I should be hearing back from them in the next couple days. And my links to my publisher and my author page in my books are down here in the description. So if you want to check that out, you can do that. My links to my PayPal and Patreon are down there as well. So yeah, so only if you have the means to support the channel in that way, that's awesome. But only if you have the means to do so. Thank you. Yeah, I've done book signings. I've done a few book signings at Chapters in the Devonshire Mall there in Windsor, and I've done one book signing at Indigo, and that's on the outskirts of Windsor. It's in its own store. The Chapters is in the Tecumseh Mall, but the Indigo store is off in its own separate location. It's independent kind of thing, but they're still kind of connected. It's still Chapters Indigo. So I've been getting residuals from it, right? Because when you they sub it's like a sub what they take their percentage and I get a percentage, right? So they send me my percentage of sales, but I'm not techie like that through the email, so I got to go there and I probably got like 3 or 4 freaking invoices in my email saying, okay, well, this is what you made, and I don't know how to go claim that money, so I have to actually go in. I got to go into Chapters and Indigo and say, okay, look, I need a way to either just you guys can print the papers off now. I can sign my life away, and then here you go right away, or because I get confused when I have it to resend something back through email like that. I don't get it, so. I'm working on stuff like that too, so I got to get off my ass and get active and do it instead of just talking about it. Yeah, I hate this whole freaking everything being automated, or or going for a job and you got to apply online. I just want to go shake someone's hand, say, "Hey, this is Scott, and I'm looking for work. You have anything available?" I don't like having to go online and do all that crap. I was very fortunate at the grocery store I work at. I was doing the janitorial work there before and then they pretty much 2 of the managers pretty much came to me and said, please apply, because they seen I was a hard worker. So I went from the janitorial work, actually from doing that to actually being an employee at the store. So there wasn't all that freaking like red tape and crap. I didn't have to do that, which was awesome, because that's just annoying. And they're just like family to me anyway, so it was awesome to be able to stay in house and just be around somewhere where I was still familiar with. I had already built like a rapport with everyone there at the store as well, right? So building friendships and stuff like that is important to me. And staying around people that I know and so I don't like having to meet new humans. I like the humans I already know. Oh, yeah. And so what do you, if I may ask, what do you do for work if you do work? Oh, awesome. That's cool. Well, uh, the, my laptop is busted. The bottom of my laptop is hooked up to a monitor. Oh crap! Because I had my headphones inside on my keyboard, and someone closed my monitor, went to go close my laptop, and it shattered my screen. It was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So my monitor for my laptop, or my screen for my laptop, got busted. So now my laptop, my bottom of my laptop, the keyboard part is actually hooked up into a monitor on my desk. And we went in to try to get a new screen for it, and it was gonna cost $1 million. So it was easier to be able to just hook it up to a monitor instead. Oh my gosh, come on. Chat disconnected. Come on. My chat got disconnected because I was messing around with my stupid laptop. Oh crap. Hold on, I gotta refresh my. Oh, come on. Hey. Hey. Work. Oh, reload. Come on. Oh, shoot. What? What's going on? My computer is not wanting to cooperate now because I closed. Something happened and moves up in the wrong way. Oh, what? What? Now my internet's saying it's. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Oh, here we go. There we go. Alright, now we're back in business. Alright, here we go. Channel. I can see the chat again. Second, guys. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I can, I had to get like I said, my laptop is kind of screwed. So, I have it hooked up to the monitor so I can actually see the chat, how it's bigger. It's hard to see the chat when it's just on the phone. Hey there, welcome to Thoughts channel. Welcome home, welcome to the stream. So yeah, don't forget to smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and share the stream on other social media. Well, I don't know about. It wasn't worth it to get the screen fixed, like the screen for the laptop fixed. We didn't have the means to do it. It would be cheap for me to actually go buy a new laptop, I would rather have another laptop anyway, because I take my laptop down to like Timmy's or something like that, and I'll sit and I'll write because I love to get out of the house. I'm more apt to do my writing out of the house, around people, because that's how I get inspired and I get inspired by like people watching and all that, and that's how I get inspired to do my writing and my stories and stuff. So I need a new laptop, and it's inevitable. I need a new laptop. I have to have one. But for now, I'm making do with what I got, right? And that's how I had to learn. And when I was in recovery and I came into recovery, there was so many times I was living out of 2 garbage bags. That's all I owned. Because I would just get up and I would just leave. Wherever I was at, I would go. I would leave pretty much all my shit behind. Take my take my bare necessities, and I would split. So I was a runner. I learned that from my mom. My mom would get up and run away, and as far as away to the States, and my dad would drag me and my sister along with him up back and forth to the States, chasing my mom. We lived up in the States. We lived in the States illegally for like 2 years because God told him to do it. So yeah, that's That's a whole other freaking can of worms. But yeah, I went to school. I went to school there for 2 years. I played on a baseball team there. Um, yeah, we made all kinds of friends. We lived above at that point. We were living above our church. Um, yeah, I and then we won our championship, little league championship, and on the way home, we had wooden steps going up the side of the building up into our apartment, and I slipped and I fell 8 feet on concrete on my head and fractured my skull, and I was in the hospital with grand mal seizures for like 2 weeks. So I have learning disabilities and stuff like that, and I've always felt a little delayed and stuff. So that's part of my story as well. And then on top of that, being alcoholic and drugs and stuff like that, just everything just piled on top of each other, and just everything just became just so unmanageable. I'm a much better place in my life today. Much better place. Yeah, so yeah. I find every few years I'll kind of have a hiccup health wise, and I really got to I have to watch that. That's why when I was taking meds and stuff like that, and I wasn't being honest with the doctors, I was still in active addiction. I wasn't telling them this is how much I was using or drinking and all this stuff like that. And nothing, no, and it got to the point where I had so much freaking blood work being done, my freaking veins ached, But it was a crazy time in my life. I went. There was a point in my life where I had re-injured myself. Somehow I tripped over some stuff in the hallway. The kids didn't put their shoes and books or whatever away in their bags, and I tripped over a bunch of stuff, and I had some pain transference from one foot to the other, and then ended up with a neurological disorder where I was always shaking. Like my hand would start shaking, and then my arm would shake, and then my head would be shaking, and then and that's stuff that I all went through early in my recovery as well. I had to take a travel mug to the meetings for my coffee because I couldn't hold a coffee cup. I couldn't hold. I was shaking it. I had to go to soup kitchens like that because that's the only way I was getting food. So I was sitting, shaking, trying to eat food in the soup kitchen with like 200, 300 people there with me. But you know what? I've learned that my mental illness or my physical stuff like that doesn't define who I am. I don't like let my disability hold me back. Yeah, yeah. I I know a lot of people that I went to AA and NA and I hear so many stories of people having dying, having death experiences or dying and coming back or dying and coming back, overdosing, all kinds of stuff like that, and all kinds of stuff. And I hear a story. I do. Yeah, yeah. It hurt just going a mile a minute, man. I felt like, well, just a couple weeks ago, all that anxiety and all that caught up to me at work, and I thought, and that's just it was anxiety, and I thought I was having a heart attack. I had to leave work, and I'm on the way home and freaking driving in my car, holding my freaking chest. I thought I was freaking having a heart attack. Hey there, welcome to Scott's Thoughts channel. Welcome home. Hope you're all doing well and staying safe and warm. What's going on in your world? And always remember, you're never alone. We're very open-minded here on the channel. You have something on your mind, you want to talk about life, what's going on in my life, or my recovery, or other life stuff, what's going on the planet. Keep it, no, if you have any ideas, just put them down in there in the comments, and we'll have a discussion about it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that notification bell, and subscribe to the channel, and share the stream with everyone, and bring more people into the stream, guys. You know, and that's the stuff. You know that's the stuff that we can relate with, though, right? Lamar 7 out, Town Cell. Awesome, good to see you. Welcome home. Welcome to Scott's Thoughts channel. Politics and okay, I'm up for that. I don't mind talking a little bit about politics. It's good to see you all here in chat. It's awesome. Really appreciate all of your support. A second. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Oh my gosh, so yeah. It's good to see you in here, Lamar. So Lamar, what you said awesome video. Which video did you watch? Or are you talking about the stream itself? I just did a video about the white privilege and all that, and how I think it's crap. I'm gonna have to restart the stream in about 10 minutes, guys. I've been on here for 2 hours. If you want to stick around, I'll restart the stream and we can talk some more. I gotta step outside for a minute soon anyway. So yeah, so what's all going on everyone's world, man? Hey there, welcome to Scott's Thoughts channel. Welcome home. Always remember you're never alone here on Scott's Thoughts channel. Hope you're doing well and staying safe and warm. Do you have any questions about my life or recovery in general, or anything that's going on? Do you want to talk about what's going on the planet? Alright, I'm just going to step outside for a minute, guys. Jay, hold down the fort for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm back. Hey, party people. So yeah, part of the whole presence on cameras, I should be saying my name, and I'm Scott Kovac, coming to you from Scott's Thoughts and Stuff. So I need to work on that better. It's all good. Oh my god. I know someone who named their dog Wi-Fi. Hey, oh, hey everyone. There's 5 of you in here. It's awesome. Sweet. How are y'all doing? It's good to see you all. Sorry I had to take a short break, and I'm back. Here's a mess, but I'm back. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm like super alive and excited for recovery, and awesome. It's good to see you back. So what's going on in your world? Are you in recovery, or just dealing with life stuff, or you just have any so questions about my life or recovery, or what's going on? I'm up for questions, question and answer. Awesome. It's good to see you. Thanks for all the likes too, guys. Thanks for sharing the love. I actually started working morning shift. I was on midnight shift for like 6 months, and I was going squirrely. So now I'm actually working morning shift. Oh, there's Sophie. Sophie. There's Sophie, guys. Oh my god. So yeah, no, life is so much better now. Working mornings, I'm working with people again. I'm still stocking shelves. Yeah, Sophie, good Sophie. She's a good kitty. She's my girlfriend's daughter's cat. And over there, you probably oh, Ty's behind the mic. Ty's over there. He's a bulldoggy. Ty's flaked out on the couch over there. So yeah, yeah, you're all welcomed. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, and welcome to the channel. 2 dogs, 3 cats here. Yeah, yeah. We had 2 dogs. Flash, our other dog, he was a hound dog, and he passed away last year. So he's actually buried in the backyard. I had to actually dig a hole and take him to the hole and put him in the hole and cover up the hole, and that was pretty rough. But I did it, and he's here home with us in the backyard, so we can still go visit him and see him, and so it's good to have him close. I'm actually gonna go grab my drink out of the fridge, guys. I'll be right back. That might have been a violation of terms of service. I need to make sure I have a glass of water or something with me for my streams. So yeah, I no, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life. I'm able to get to more meetings now. I'm able to be more present at home now. Take care of more priorities here at home, and be more present here in the family unit, and that's so important to me too. So just learning how to be present here in life in all aspects. You know, I can go to work and just be a workaholic, or I can be home and be part of a family unit, and that's more important to me than just making the money. all the time as being workaholic. You know, I'm still getting hours, still getting out of the house, still being service at work and stuff like that, and learning new skill sets and getting more responsibilities, and it's all good. Yeah, we're all survivors, man. It just shows the program works if you work it. Yeah, the program of action. If I'm not taking action, I'm not gonna get any. I'm not gonna get any results, or else I'm just gonna stay stuck again. I don't like feeling stuck. And no, we're all miracles. Everyone that comes to the into those doors, and even if they come in and go out, come in and go out, it's just they come back and because they know where then they know where the help is, they know where the love is, they know where the acceptance is, you know, and that's how I live and I thrive today because I go where the love is. Yeah, exactly. If we don't talk about the stuff in our life, nothing changes. I gotta talk about real life stuff, you know, and that's what I had a sponsor point out. I could talk recovery out my ass, but I wasn't making any life changes, and that was about 2.5 years in my recovery, and I was feeling stuck again. I don't like just feeling stuck. I want to move forward. I just gotta put one foot in front of the other, one day at a time, just for today, and when I do that, I have a good day. And just talking about life. This doesn't matter. Just enjoy life. It's about living. You just live in the past. Like, if I got one foot in the past and one foot in the future, I'm pissing all over the present. I don't, and I don't want to do that today. I want to live in. I want to stay in the moment and do what's in front of me right now. And when I do that, I have a good day. Yeah, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Scott's Thoughts. Don't forget to smash that like button down there and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos or these live Ostley streams where you meet this new people in the community and help grow the community, guys. Hey, awesome. Good to see you, everyone. Thank you for coming to the stream and supporting the channel. Smash that like button. That's right. I'm gonna do this. How do I do this? There's a wrench for you, Jay. Yeah, it's all about supporting each other and being there for another person so they don't feel so alone. No problem. No, it's awesome to have someone else that has multiple years of recovery and stuff like that and has a lot of experiences too, right? So, no more people that no, I meet along my journey and stuff like that. No, you're now everyone you I meet, even on here, are now part of my recovery, right? So I always keep everyone that I meet on my in my recovery and my prayers and my thoughts and stuff like that. It's topped up in the world. Woohoo! Yeah, it's cool. It's like when you're part of a community, and like I do my best to visit other channels and support other channels and stuff like that. And I'll go on streams or like I have another one of the ones I went on the other day, and like next time I see you, I'm gonna give you a wrench because you know you have experience and people you know maybe like what the stuff I share and stuff like that, and super positive, and the more communities I must get involved with, the more the more I get my brand out there, and it will keep more people come about and helps grow, right? So helping other people grow and learn and identify and be part of the social network. And it's for me, I'm learning how important the networking is, right? It's, a lot of the times it's who you know, right? So you get out there and get your name out there, get your brand out there, and share the message. And people, if you have a message that people are attracted to, then more people are apt to come and take part in what you have, what you may have something that they need, right? So they'll keep coming back. And I keep coming back to meeting, going, and that's why recovery works for me, because they have what I need, right? So it's attraction, not promotion. I'm attracted to what recovery has to offer. And I do my best to be the best advocate for recovery as I can. And I think that's part of like being the fearless, like being fearless and stuff like that in my life today, and being able to speak up and standing up for my principles and for what I believe in and stuff like that. Not afraid to have an unpopular point of view. you know, there's a lot of stuff that people don't like to discuss or talk about, and I don't I don't mind talking about the hard stuff. I get better from talking about the stuff that's hard for me to discuss. For it's not something I talk about. It's nobody's business but my own. I'm more normal than everybody. Normal. Yeah, my I I I'm norm. Okay, so normal for me. So I have a saying. I know I'm not all there a lot of the times. That's like a saying in the meetings. I'm here because I'm not all there. I'm I know I'm not like everyone else. And you know what? Sometimes that's meds work for others. And so I was at a meeting in Pembroke, and there was an old timer there at the meeting, and this young girl was talking about meds and stuff like that, and this old timer pipes up and says, "Oh, you don't need all those meds and stuff like that and stuff." And I shut him down. And that's not done, right? So and I got a lot of cred for that, because I actually spoke up, and I spoke up and said, we're not physicians, we're not doctors, we're not all this like that, right? We're not here to give medical advice. Everyone's recovery is different. Some people need the meds. Some people can go through recovery without the meds. Me personally, I can't. If I put anything in my body, when it comes to meds and stuff like that, I have a reaction to that, right? But I'm no, yeah, it's very personal, right? And that's something that I ought not, or people in recovery ought not say, hey, no, because even in the literature, it talks about going and getting outside help, right? So for someone to come and start, you know, beacon off and telling someone that they don't need to be on meds, this is not okay. See, and that, so for me, when it came to the meds, I did use as a crutch. You know, anything that I could put in myself to make me numb, and as long as I was numb, I was okay. So for me, that's part of my story. So for me, I take minimal meds. For a long time, until, whoa, geez, last year I wouldn't even touch a T3, because I didn't even realize it was an opiate. I was abusing opiates, right? So yesterday, or I was last year, I was having some really bad pain in my knees and stuff like that, and all that, and I actually went and for the first time in well, it would have been 7 years at that point into my recovery. I said, okay, well, I need some help, and I actually asked for some T3s. But but what I do is I give them to my girlfriend, and then she just gives them to me as needed. So I do that just for my own peace of mind. It's like, for me, a lot of the times, if it's out of mind, out of sight, out of mind, right? If I don't see it, I'm not gonna abuse it. I don't think that I don't know. I don't I So it's too big for me to say I'll never pick up a drink again, or I'll never pick up a drug again. That's too big for me, and that's why one day at a time, just for today, works for me, because I can just do today. Like, just saying I'll never pick up a drink again, that's too big. And that's the stuff that I hear in the meetings and stuff like that, that I identify with, and I get that. Everyone's recovery is different. It's like when, for the longest time, I didn't understand or comprehend people going in and out, in and out, in and out, because that wasn't my experience, right? Today I understand that that's their story, right? Some people need to go in and out and in and out and stuff like that, to finally get, okay, well, it's really not getting any better out there, maybe I should just stay. And it's sad that some people don't make it back, and if they do at some point, they do. I had someone really early in my recovery that I was really palling around with, and he was like treating me like I'm the AA guy and stuff like that, and he was putting me on a pedestal, and then I fell off that pedestal pretty freaking hard, and then he descended pretty quickly and stuff like that. But and then not too, was it yeah, last year I had my first sponsee, and he stopped coming to meetings. And he got a new job somewhere, and he wasn't coming to meetings, and he said, I don't need the meetings anymore. And I struggled with that. But you know what? That's his stuff. It's not mine. So I just have to make sure that I don't take on things that aren't mine. That's what I used to do. I would take on everyone else's stuff, and then I'll have all that on my shoulder, and it was always stressed out, and I was trying to be the fixer, and and today I know I can only fix me. So yeah, so there's a lot of aspects, especially when it comes to the meds and stuff like that. I know so many people that need to be on meds. You know what? And props to you. Like, if you can stay clean or sober or whatever without the meetings, and be able to function and have a healthy, productive life in society, then that's awesome. I commend that. Some people can just put down the drink. Yeah, you have that awakening, absolutely. We talk about the spiritual awakening, or the awakening and all that in recovery, or you just have that, oh, wait a minute, maybe if I just put down the drink, maybe things would be a little better in my life, or the drug, or whatever it was. And yeah, and being able to do that, and being able to share that with another person, and is being service to another person, being of service to others, sharing your stuff with another person so they don't feel so alone on their own head. And that's recovery. That's living. That's life. That's being able to go out and be a functioning part of society without feeling like you're not a you're that not having a feeling that you're just being a drain on society, and that you're just existing. And that's how I seen myself when I first came into recovery. The only way I could describe myself is I hurt people. And I share that with people, because that's real life. That's how I describe myself. I didn't know how to open my mouth or to touch someone or interact with someone interact with anyone without hurting somebody or having a feeling that I'm always offending somebody even if I haven't. You know, but I know I'm not that person today. I'm like done like a 180, and now I feel like I have purpose in life, and I can help people, and I have something positive to give away today, and I pay it forward, right? I pay it forward. The people are given all this love and acceptance to me freely, and now it's now it's for me to give this freely away to someone else. So just might need someone to listen, so they know they're not alone. They know that their words and their thoughts are valid. I need that. I still need that. I have to be mindful of my actions and my thoughts and my words and all of that today because I know that just like that in a snap of my fingers everything can go away again. It just takes that moment of of insanity to throw everything away that I've worked so hard for in my life. And it's like you think do I think about having a drink? Yes, but they're fleeting moments today because I play the tape all the way to the end. Is it really worth it? And hell no, it's not. It's not worth it. It's not worth picking up that drug or drink and throwing everything away that I've worked so hard for. You know, and it's not that I would think that I was letting everyone else down in my life. I'd be letting myself down because you know it's there's hmm, I have no, it's really not worth it. I have you know I've had to remake amends, especially with my ex-wife and my kids and all that, and being able to have them back in my life again. There was a part of my life where I wasn't allowed to see my kids. I wasn't allowed to be around anyone in my family or you know and stuff like that. And there's a no and when I destroyed my life again 2.5 years into my recovery, I was told not to come back home. I was told no, and you know, and I still to some degree struggle with that. That's why when I go into town, I'll stop in at my grandparents' grave and I'll visit them, or we'll pick up a for my oldest son lives still is in Brantford again now, so we'll pick him up and bring him back sometimes for a visit or whatever like that. But it's short. It's at this moment it's short lived. I would love to go back to meetings in Brantford, but there was even at that there was drama surrounded someone in recovery back in there too, right? So I still got stuff to work through. I'll always have something to work through, but that's okay. It's just where I'm at right now in my recovery. Everyone's is in a different place in their recovery, and I get that today. You know, everyone's story's different. Everyone has something. No, like I said, everyone comes from a different. Well, I'm in Canada. I'm on near Windsor, near the Detroit border. I live in Essex. We're like 20 minutes from like anywhere. If I want to go to like Bell River or Kingsville or Windsor or King or I don't know. Are you in Canada or are you in the States? 30 minutes from nowhere. Oh yeah, yeah. Or you're in Pennsylvania. That's right. Okay. Hess Estates. I asked that before. See, I got some timers. It's sometimes I think I feel like I got all timers. Oh my god. My girlfriend's like, I'm gonna get you checked for early onset Alzheimer's. Oh, and it's like getting from A to B. It's like I need like a GPS. I'm directionally challenged. I'm just learning. So I'm 44 and I just got my license last year or 2 years ago now, I think. I've never had my license. I always lived close enough to a bar. I used to have I had a bike when I was young, and then from then on, I was always just in a city where I was always like there was a bar every other block. I always lived close to near town or in the projects. Well, no need for me to drive, and it's probably better because I would have either killed myself or someone else. So I accept that as well. Everything happens in its own time when it's supposed to. Right, no problem. Right, so who else is in here? I see two other people in here. You just listening? That's cool. I just need I all I know is I just need somewhere safe to be, just to know you're accepted for yourself and you have someone just to listen and I'll go into a meeting or something like that and I just know that I can just listen and just feel a part of something bigger than myself and that's so important in my life today. Just be present, right? Just keep your ears open and your eyes open and be alert and attentive and be mindful of others and when I'm doing all that stuff and on a daily basis, that's when the miracles happen in my life. Talk about the promises and all that and like when I came into recovery, I had a well shortly after I came in recovery, I was in Pembroke and I was going to meetings, and someone was saying, "Well, you don't get any of the promises until you go all through all the steps." Well, my experience is the fact when I first came into recovery, I started getting those promises and immediately because I didn't have anything. I didn't have anywhere safe to be. I ran out of places to go, and recovery was the last place on the block for me to try to make change in my life, so that's and as soon as I stepped in those doors, the things in my life started turning around. I didn't feel alone anymore. I could be myself and I could be honest and let myself start to feel and heal and all that, and so the promises started happening in my life as soon as I stepped into the doors of recovery. I didn't freaking have to be anyone else other than me, and I was accepted for that. I just could just go and listen or share or go to a meeting and just vent. Just let it rip. No, just let all those emotions out and as we talk about when you share a problem, it's half a problem, right? And you're no longer carrying that problem but on your own. You have other people to be able to confide in and talk to and bounce and brainstorm with and they share their stuff and then you're able to share more of your stuff and it's all a process. Everyone learns and grows at a different rate too, right? So You're just feeling like you're bigger. You're a part of something bigger than yourself, and I needed that. I needed to know that I had purpose in life, that I could go somewhere safe and just be myself. And I didn't have to wear all those masks and be someone else that I wasn't being. I didn't have to be that people pleaser anymore. I just had to suit up and show up and listen for once. Just shut the hell up and just listen. Because I had a lot of I had a lot to learn, and I still have a lot to learn. I still have a lot of growing up to do and stuff like that. I came into recovery when I was 38. You know, catch you next chat. Take care, brother. Good chatting with you, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about shutting down the chat soon, unless anyone else wants to talk about anything else. They bring up a topic, or they want to say something or talk about a different topic or stuff like that. Let me know in the comments down here. And if you need something that need to talk about something, then just let me know. And yeah, I'll see you later, JB. Thank you for all your input and coming and supporting the channel. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that guitar video. So yeah, you have a good day, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Be safe and be well, brother. Yeah, I know. I need to get some sleep too. I need to do the sleep thing. Damn it. Alright, cool. Thank you. Bye. Alright, guys. So if you have something to add, you want to talk about anything else, oh, put down in the comments down here and we can talk about it. If not, I'm going to shut down the chat, and I hope to see you all again very soon. And so yeah, I'll give you guys I'm going to leave it up a little bit longer, and we'll see if anyone wants to talk about anything else, and we'll see. What do you mean no battery? What the hell are you talking about? Oh crap, hold on guys. I don't know why that happened. That's weird. So yeah, who's all out there? If you have anything you want to add, if you have anything you would like to discuss, let me know down there in the comments. And I really appreciate all of you for coming and joining the chat, coming to the stream and supporting the channel. Yeah, I have my PayPal. If you'd like to make a donation to the channel, I also have my Patreon link down there as well. If you'd like to become a Patreon, I have a $1 tier and a $5 tier for the Patreon right now. So if you can afford that, if it's within your means to do so, to support the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'm gonna leave it up for 2 more minutes until, so I'll be the 2 hour and 2.5 hour mark, and then I'm gonna shut down the stream. So if anyone would like to add anything before then, let me know in the comments, and we can have a discussion about that, or whatever you'd like to talk about. Oh yeah, also my children's books and links are down in the description as well. So if you want to check out my children's books, and also the link to cavernofdreams.com, that's my publisher. So you can also find my books right from there. Also, my author page is there also on Cavern of Dreams as well. You can look me up there on their website. I really appreciate everyone coming to the stream, and I wish you all well. And always remember you're never alone, and always also just live one day at a time, just for today. And I'll see you all again very soon. Don't forget to don't hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos or my live streams. And I'll see you all again very soon. Have a wonderful day.